Fight-by-fight preview, UFC 279. For MMA became my obsession and career, I spent a great deal of time at the horse races, both thoroughbred and standardbred, which is the one with the guys in the little carts behind the horses, as I often had to explain. Going to and betting on the ponies was a family tradition passed down for generations, and what started as a day to get snacks and watch a couple races when I was quite little turned into something I cared a great deal about, eventually worked in, and followed intently. My brother was even more entrenched than me, pursuing a career as an announcer and television commentator for many years, as well as working hands-on for various trainers. And because of those experiences and those neural links, I can't help but make horse racing analogies all time, even if they don't make that much sense to anyone else. For example, last weekend's event in Paris was, for me, the UFC equivalent of the horses coming out of the backstretch and hitting that big, sweeping turn that carries them to the top of the stretch, the setup to the big, final push to the finish line. While the stretch drive is the most exciting, keen observers know that races are won and lost in that final turn. In terms of the UFC, the September slate is flush with critical matchups for a number of divisions, and what happened last weekend, and what happens this weekend and next will have an undeniable impact on how things line up heading into next year. Here's a closer look at the middle leg of the UFC's 3-week push towards the home stretch. This is the UFC 279 fight-by-fight preview. Welterweight veteran Nate Diaz arrives looking to play spoiler to Tony Ferguson's return to the welterweight division the same way he did in his impromptu first meeting with Conor McGregor at UFC 196. He's dropped each of his last two outings but showed in the final minute of his UFC 263 clash with newly minted welterweight champ Leon Edwards that he's always capable of shaking things up if you let him hang around long enough. Ferguson returns to the 170-pound ranks for the first time since winning the welterweight competition on season 13 of The Ultimate Fighter. A longtime title contender and former interim lightweight champion, El Cucuy has dropped 4 straight after amassing an impressive 12-fight winning streak, and looks to reverse course with a move up in weight this weekend. Due to weight management issues with Khamzat Chimaev, Tony Ferguson steps in to replace the third-ranked welterweight in the main event. Rising welterweight star Khamzat Chimaev puts his unbeaten record on the line against a man looking to continue to make a name for himself in the welterweight division in Kevin Holland during this 5-round co-main event inside T-Mobile Arena. Undefeated in 11 professional starts and entering off the crucial unanimous decision win over Gilbert Burns in April, Chimaev now gets the opportunity to headline an event and potentially compete over 5 rounds for the first time. After storming through the competition in his first 4 UFC assignments, the fight with Burns at UFC 273 proved he was mortal, but also that he could navigate his way through a grueling back and forth following a breakout campaign in 2020 that saw him win 5 fights in 7 months. Holland ran into struggles in 2021, resulting in 2 lopsided losses and a no-contest verdict in a fight with Kyle Daukaus, all of which prompted him to decamp for the welterweight division. Since arriving, the 29-year-old trailblazer has collected a pair of stoppage wins over veteran mainstays Alex Oliveira and Tim Means to rekindle thoughts that he's a contender in the making. The man come to be known as Big Mouth has an incredible opportunity on the line while having the chance to make a serious statement against Khamzat Chimaev. Due to weight management issues, Khamzat Chimaev will now face Kevin Holland in a 5-round catchweight, 180, co-main event. Th affair.